I would like to fight Conor. I think it'd be really cool.
You think that you're too big for him?
I could cut to 185, and he's like 180, 175.
What are you now? You probably are
200.
Conor McGregor, the former UFC champion, has announced a preliminary agreement to face YouTuber turned boxer Logan Paul in an exhibition boxing match in India. McGregor, who hasn't competed since his 2021 UFC loss to Dustin Poirier.
Hey guys, welcome to some breaking news, and this is pretty bonkers. This is coming from Conor McGregor. He says the rumors of a bout with Topuria are false. I am in preliminary agreements with the Albani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the octagon. Now, there is no way I can't see this happening if Conor has agreed, because Conor is going to be the biggest stumbling block. There is no way Logan Paul turns down this opportunity.
Shared on social media that he plans to fight Paul before returning to the octagon. He tweeted, "The rumors of a bout with Topuria are false. I am in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed I will then seek my return to the octagon." Logan Paul, known for his social media presence and boxing matches.
I mean, this is bonkers on so many levels. You can already see one of the first reactions to it. Toxplicity an hour ago saying a sex pest and a crypto scammer. Lovely. Merry Christmas, everyone, right? Merry Christmas. Obviously, right now, America is asleep. When they wake up, this news is going to go absolutely bonkers, because you're taking two of the biggest stars in the world. Obviously, Conor McGregor's reputation is in the toilet after everything that he's been through in 2024. I think Logan Paul's reputation has been in the toilet for quite a while. So it's bonkers. The whole thing is bonkers. Obviously, we have seen Conor box before. He boxed Floyd Mayweather,
including an exhibition with Floyd Mayweather in 2021. Has yet to comment on the announcement. The event is reportedly being organized with the involvement of the Omani family, led by Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries. Experts believe Logan Paul will not turn down the opportunity to face Conor McGregor in the highly anticipated exhibition boxing.
They're obviously going to try and get close, but I have no idea where that kind of meeting point is going to be. Conor's up at like 170 odd now, so perhaps they can kind of get around that 190 range, 200 range. I'm really not sure, but yeah, an exhibition. I mean, straight away, my first thoughts are, how legit is this going to be? Because Conor's not going to want to sign for something where he's going to be made to look stupid.
Match Paul, who has previously shared the ring with Floyd Mayweather in a blockbuster exhibition, is known for seizing high profitable opportunities that bring global attention. Facing McGregor, a UFC superstar and one of combat sports' biggest draws, would be another lucrative step for Logan, both financially and for his boxing credibility.
And I mean, on paper, this sounds fantastic, right? This is going to be a great fight. But then you think about who's fighting. Arguably two of the greatest marketers in martial arts history. Of course, we have McGregor, who can sell tickets with his eyes closed, and Logan Paul, who's going to use all of his social media power to get everyone under the age of 15 to buy the pay-per-view. And I think every single person knows exactly how this is going to play out. This fight is going to be set sometime in late 2025 or 2026. McGregor's going to start talking early, make personal attacks, yada yada yada. Logan's going to make it his entire personality and keep posting videos on social media to promote it, and also make some attacks at McGregor. Then they're going to have these crazy, extravagant press conferences where it gets really heated and they're arguing and they're just going back and forth at one another. And then it's going to be marketed as the biggest fight of all time. There's going to be so much anticipation built up around it. People just can't wait until that day comes. Then finally, it's time for fight night. All the prelims are pretty good. They have like a 20-minute walkout, and it's the most underwhelming fight you've ever seen. And I'll just imagine that Jake wins, Conor gets millions of dollars, and the next day we're talking about the fight being rigged once again. That's exactly how it's going to play out. We've been here like 8 times. Don't fall for it. This fight is going to suck.
Analysts suggest Paul's business acumen and willingness to take risks make this fight too good to pass up, as it guarantees massive viewership and potential. Record-breaking revenue. Conor McGregor has competed in various weight classes, including featherweight 145 lb and lightweight. In contrast, when facing Dila Winter, already frightened, the prospect of becoming more skillful, Logan Paul has a natural weight around 200 pounds.
Because usually every day there's a Conor tweet. And usually it's something about a fight that probably could never happen. And the day just goes on, right? We go on, we read the tweet, or we see it in our Slack channel. We're just like, okay, he's just saying things. And then we just, maybe we create a graphic, and then that's really all the chatter about it. I go to the gym this morning, and when the workout ends, I go to my phone. Literally, every news outlet on planet Earth that I have on my phone has sent an alert out. Breaking news, Conor McGregor is not fighting in the UFC. He's agreed to box Logan Paul in India.
All the right buzzwords in there, didn't he? Again, Logan Paul, you name one of the Paul brothers these days, you're going to get some social media, some bounce right there. The Ambani family, like I said, one of the wealthiest families in the entire world. Again, and anyone that hadn't heard of them definitely heard of them this past summer. So like they have reached well beyond India. I mean, they're just an extraordinarily famous family now. Again, they already were. I say now, I say there's just more people on our side of the pond that have heard of them now. Of course, they were insanely famous before. And then even mentions Topuria. That was cheeky. Like, oh, that throwing out like two rumors at once. It's not like, oh yeah, that was that rumor.
Despite this significant weight difference, McGregor has announced a preliminary agreement to face Logan Paul in an exhibition boxing match in India, backed by the Ambani family. Both Conor McGregor and Logan Paul are renowned not only for their fighting skills but also for their exceptional marketing abilities. McGregor's fights have consistently drawn massive pay-per-view numbers, while Logan Paul has leveraged his vast social media following to generate significant attention for his boxing endeavors.
Let's assume that you beat Dylan. Is there like an end goal?
I would like to fight Conor. I think it'd be really cool.
You think that you're too big for him?
I could cut to 185, and he's like 180, 175.
What are you now? You probably are
200 flat.
But size-wise, Conor was most effective at 145.
But we'll always come back to, like, he's a professional fighter, I'm a YouTuber, and so that's supposed to be the give and take of it. Like, why would I, a YouTuber who's own one, have any business beating the great Conor McGregor?
Their potential matchup is anticipated to be a major box office attraction, combining their substantial fan bases and promotional talents. Despite McGregor's announcement, some experts remain skeptical about the fight materializing. McGregor has previously hinted at various matchups that never came to fruition, leading to doubts about the legitimacy of this proposed bout with Logan Paul.
Did that with Conor, so I'm thinking that he wants to impose himself on you.
Bro, Conor McGregor. Me. I grew vertically and horizontally. Conor McGregor, big name, small guy.
Additionally, the significant weight disparity and McGregor's current contractual obligations with the UFC add layers of complexity to organizing such an event. Logan Paul has expressed a willingness to cut weight to make the fight with McGregor feasible, stating he could reduce to 185 pounds. However, this weight is still considerably higher than McGregor's most effective fighting weight of 145 pounds, raising concerns about fairness.
Something like this is reasonable from an entertainment perspective. If Conor got in the ring with a boxer or a UFC fighter, I would say I don't like it at all because he's going to get his ass kicked. Get ready. But getting in the ring with an entertainer like Logan Paul makes total sense because Logan Paul is neither, but he's athletic and he's boxed before. So
I have thoughts on that, but Shannon, I want to hear from you.
Isn't that India's wealthiest family? That's
yeah.
That man was worth over 100 billion.
That's right.
Did you see that wedding that he had for his son?
Yes,
that lasts 3 months long. And the gift that he got, yachts, Bugattis.
I didn't realize
$8 million
3 months long.
Who want to fight me? Look, Conor is not what he once was. And so even beating him, it still looks good on somebody's resume.
Right.
And I want to punish him because you remember all that yapping he used to do?
Yeah, he's got a lot of enemies.
I'm going to shut it down. And he's looked bad in every fight. You talk about he hadn't won a fight in 7 years.
So you think he's done in the UFC?
Done winning. He can go back there and get his eyes beat out, but he's done winning against that top-level competition.
But what about against Logan Paul?
For what they gonna make Stephen A? Man, you need to put on an exhibition.
Hey.
They might give us 50 mil.
Shit. I'm fighting against you. I can run for about 90 seconds. I can run for about 90. That's all I
And safety in the proposed matchup, Logan Paul has acknowledged McGregor's status as a prominent figure in combat sports, but has also pointed out the size difference, referring to McGregor as a small guy compared to himself. This observation underscores the challenges in arranging a fight between athletes of such differing physiques. Sports commentator Stephen A. Smith has weighed in on the potential matchup.
We're talking about, Spain, Seattle, and Chicago, and these other places that we haven't been in a long time. A lot of big fights. I got something in the works right now. I'll drive you crazy. All you guys will be running around. I got something in the works that you will never see coming for 2025. That literally started to come together last night, and we got some fun stuff.
Suggesting that McGregor stepping into the boxing ring with an entertainer like Logan Paul could make sense from a business standpoint. Smith's perspective highlights the entertainment value and financial incentives that such a crossover fight could generate. Some fans and analysts believe a fight between McGregor and Logan's brother Jake Paul would be more intriguing.
Conor McGregor says he agrees to fight Logan Paul in India. Conor said he intends to delay his return to MMA and has agreed to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. To me, this would be way more impressive if it was against Jake Paul instead of Logan Paul, but hey, hopefully it's not a sleeper match. I just want to see somebody get knocked out. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comment section.
And Conor McGregor can say what he wants, but he won't fight me either. So once I knock out Mike Perry, Conor McGregor, let's run it. But you won't do it because you know what's going to happen. You saw what I did to Nate Diaz, who you went toe-to-toe with. So Conor McGregor, lay off the cocaine, get in the gym, and start winning fights, and then maybe we could have a conversation.
Jake Paul has been more active in professional boxing and has previously called out McGregor, adding a layer of personal rivalry that could enhance the fight's appeal. There are concerns that the proposed fight between McGregor and Logan Paul might lack competitiveness.
Doesn't care, doesn't want to know, doesn't want any more money, nothing. Shows up and he delivers. Yeah. So, Conor has been incredibly successful. He's made a lot of money, and, he's had his ups and downs outside and inside the octagon. But as for a guy who was, on the dole and was a plumber, he's actually a really smart businessman, and he's been one of the best partners that I've ever had in the history of the sport.
Yeah, and an important part of the history of the UFC.
Big.
He opened it up to all kinds of new eyes.
Yep. He literally, set Europe.
Potentially resembling previous exhibition matches that failed to deliver excitement. Critics hope it doesn't turn into a lackluster event, emphasizing the importance of matching fighters with comparable skills and experience.